Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sunday Fun Day. We have made it to playoffs. We are entering week one of the NFL playoffs. Jesse's not with us today, but three of the four teams have made the dance. Two with winning record, and I'm not. I'm not. So
only two teams that won their division.
Yep. Yeah, there's two divisional winners on this podcast. That's true. If we're including the Bears and Jesse, that's another good point. Brad, do you have any points to add?
One of those divisions isn't real and shouldn't exist.
Okay, that can be a point too. Buddy.
Buddy.
Can we do a tiny bit of cleanup from last week's episode? We were just kind of discussing before we got going.
I'm not sure if I'll chime in or not, but you guys can quickly talk.
Well, I'm just Brett got buddied hard. That kind of went overlooked last week because there was a lot of yelling and arguing after from all fronts. Nobody was at fault. Matt might think people are at fault, but I think we were all equal parties in that. But Brett did get buddied hard.
Yeah, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since. It's going to draw into this one.
Jill, a couple days ago, Jill buddied me. And let me tell you, getting buddied by your wife is not good.
It can't be good.
Yeah. And like we're cleaning up something else from last week too. Like I told you guys, she was sleeping when we finished recording. And when she went to bed, I kind of had floated some numbers out about what fantasy winnings could be. First thing in the morning, half asleep, she's like, "How did the fantasy matchups go?"
How's the dog pound?
Literally wake up next morning thinking about Bijan Robinson putting up a 45 burger. That was so heartbreaking. And then another thing to go on with that story, January's here. You know, January, do you guys have New Year's resolutions, by the way, before I kind of say my story? I haven't made mine yet. I'm still feeling out January.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I definitely have thoughts, but nothing like official.
Yeah,
like probably lose some weight, but I won't. So
yeah, no, that's on my list every year. But January, Jill and I are trying to like look at the budget a little more, get back into the budget a bit, and so she kind of had everything written out, and she was showing me last night. I see this section on the budget, and it says Brady sports gambling, and it's in the red. Because she sees some of the FanDuel uploads, which December was good for that because I was on suspension, so there was no uploads in December, but it was in the red a little bit, and I'm like, what's that doing in the red? I didn't put anything in December. She's like, well, you transferred for some fantasy leagues in December, but my winning from the one league I did win came after January 1st. The guy was a little late sending it, so I'm like. So as long as I'm not stupid on FanDuel in January, Brady sports gambling in January is going to be in the green, like a profit.
That was a big but.
Well,
does that mean you're winning bets in January?
Well,
yeah, exactly.
I put an amount in FanDuel 2 days ago, or January 2nd, whatever it was, and that is ideally. Not going to be uploaded anymore hopefully after the Super Bowl. I need to have money in there.
Super Bowl.
What?
What's after the Super Bowl?
Well, I'm saying I'm hoping the money that I put in at the start of January, I can build for the Super Bowl. If I happen to be at zero by the time the Super Bowl comes, I will be uploading then because I can't not gamble on the Super Bowl. That's just my favorite day to gamble of the year.
It's just part of the party.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, we'll keep you updated on the Brady sports gambling section of the budget, see if we can get that thing in the green. But knowing how my gambling has been this year, and we'll hear with the cover game coming up too, it's not pretty. I am going to be tailing Brett's picks, whatever they are this week, though, because worst case, I put my bad juju on him and he doesn't win. But if he stays hot, then I'm making some money.
It won't matter. I'll be fine.
I don't know what you I don't know what your record is last week, but we'll get to that. Okay. a little bit of a different outline to the show today because there's obviously a lot of games that we're not going to be spending a lot of time on, and then we're going to be previewing some playoff games too. Does my voice sound off, by the way? Do you guys?
Yeah, it's lower today. Your ball's finally dropped.
Maybe. It's just feeling it's feeling raspy. Maybe just let me wet the whistle for a second here. Matt, why don't you never cleaned up last episode. Is there any did you have to do any thinking? Was there you?
On my behalf?
Yeah, on your
I got no thoughts.
You don't want to apologize to me for anything?
Oh. Buddy, listen.
God damn, it's too early for a buddy. You're like 5 minutes into this thing.
No, I don't have much to say. I mean, I don't know. I don't even want I've done everything possible to not think about it since last episode. So
yeah, you were real angry at us, like real life angry at us, correct?
Yeah, I mean, here we are running a podcast where we're supposed to talk, and we make episodes before the season starts. We do this, that, and the other thing. But now I've realized you're not allowed to go back and talk about something you've previously talked about, or
that's not true.
No, it's true, and that's all I got to say about it. And I'm ready to move on. But no going back and talking about things that you said earlier in the season. That's the new rule. It's the new rule I learned.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
I learned it last week. It's now you guys know.
That's not true at all. We said you should wait to talk about how you feel about the season until your season ends. You were premature.
Mm-hmm.
Again, totally missed context. You guys did not listen to what I was saying. You guys just made assumptions, and that's all I have to say about it.
Honestly, you were smart to do it because you guys lost. So it's a good idea.
I don't look for me for a response. I'm done talking about it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, here's something you are going to have to talk about, and this is not strategically put first, but it was the first game of the week, and that was the Panthers and the Bucks game Saturday. It was 16-14 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think the Panthers did cover the spread of. I think you had them at +3, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
There's some bad weather in this game. I caught the end.
Yeah.
I have some questions. I assume Brett has some questions, but Matt, can we give you the floor? You do have to talk about this. You can't say.
Yeah, it won't be a speech or nothing, but obviously we lost. I felt for what the weather conditions were, both teams played a pretty decent game. Very evenly matched game out there. Obviously, the Bucks came out on top. It was sad. It was hard to move on from the loss after the game, regardless of whether we lost and whether the Saints won or lost to help us make the playoffs on Sunday. There, you just wanted to control and destiny and do it ourselves. So I was very mad after the game. I was at a Christmas party and just I felt dysfunctional after the game. I couldn't look or talk to people. I just, I was all hot and bothered about the game, but we lost. But then we won on Sunday. So, yeah.
Wow. You played twice in the same weekend. That's amazing.
We played twice in the same weekend. The Carolina Falcons were huge on Sunday. So,
what? I mean, there was a chance, like fourth quarter. Bryce had a chance to add to that, legacy that you've been talking about. Didn't I guess just the fourth quarter, I guess is my question.
About what part of the fourth quarter?
I guess that is just my question. I don't
the fourth quarter.
What went wrong?
Question mark.
Usually happens after the third quarter.
Right.
No, I mean we did have a good drive late in the game. Obviously, it was just a little too late.
Cokeheads were going crazy.
Again, there were some really good plays in that game from Carolina. Some very not good plays as well. But yeah, just kind of ran out of time, and that was kind of the game. Like I thought it was a great drive late in the game. Just a little too little, too late, which has been a common theme in some of our losses this year. We kind of turn it on late, but a little too late, and we end up with the loss still. So
I don't even know. Well, let's talk about the calls. Are you not upset? Are you past that by now? Third quarter, you guys got screwed for an entire.
I wouldn't say I'm past that. I don't want to again. That doesn't. There was 3 horrendous calls in the third. All of them changed the course of the game. I'm not saying if those calls all went our way that we would have won the game. I'm not going to say that because you never know with football. But those 3 calls changed the game immensely. I mean, we had a face mask on Tommy Tremble, ripped his helmet off with it, by his cage. That's a 15-yard penalty. Wasn't called. We kicked a field goal from 53 or 54 yards, missed it. That's a 15-yard penalty. We're 15 yards closer kicking a field goal. Plus, we have a set of first downs, so who knows how much closer we get to the goal line. Obviously, the T-Mac one is ludicrous. Yeah, I won't get over that. Even the other defensive backs in the league have been tweeting about it, saying that's not a flag on T-Mac.
No.
Huge call in the game. It definitely changed the course of the game. And then, I don't know. It's been all over social media. I've seen it broke down 100 times. Obviously, the Kate Otten one too. Guy trips over his own legs on a second or third down or whatever it was, and I would flag for that one too, of course. But 3 bad calls, and I just I'm okay to lose. I really am. We win or lose doesn't matter. I just want to be, I just don't want the game to be dictated by the refs, and the game wouldn't have been the final score if we didn't get boned on the I'm not saying we would have won, but the score would have been different than what it was.
Agreed.
But I mean that's football. Brady.
Do you think T-Mac did enough to win Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, he's my vote. Again, whether I truly believe that or not, I would never say anything different. He's our guy.
Do you truly believe it?
Yes, of course. But I'm just saying, whether, from an outside perspective, if I was looking at it and I was like, oh yeah, I want T-Mac doing it. I'm just saying, regardless, it's got to be T-Mac.
Who do you think's runner up then?
Don't really pay too close attention to who else is in the running for that. I know T-Mac led rookies in receiving yards. I'm not really sure if any running backs are in the picture or not. Nope, I know Shuck's been making some noise. Yep. Maybe things would be different if he played longer, but I don't know. In my opinion, a guy that played 6 or 7 games shouldn't win the Rookie of the Year award.
I think he played 9.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well,
he played one over half. Then still in my books. I mean,
I think he was 5 and 3.
Congrats on playing 9 games.
I think he was. I think he was 5 and 4, maybe 6 and 3. Don't know his exact record, but it was to have a winning record on the Saints and look as good as he did down the stretch. I think he's your. I think he's pretty strong competition. I think those are probably the 2. Abuka fell out of it. Scottaboo, I think, would have had a chance, but he obviously got hurt. What, Brett?
T-Mac is leading it. There's a second one, then it's Shuck. Can you guess who the second is?
Tyler Warren?
Genty?
It's quarterback.
Camp.
Dart.
Dart.
Yeah. Dart looked good.
Yeah. T-Mac's running away with it. He's minus 1,500. Dart is plus 950. So you got it.
I did think I think T-Mac's going to win it as well. I think that if Shuck would have won that game, which would have meant T-Mac out of the playoffs, then I think that award is Shuck's. But
wow,
didn't win the game.
I don't disagree.
T-Mac is in the playoffs.
Brett.
There are 6 teams with the same record or better than you that didn't make the playoffs. Do you want to apologize to the Vikings, Lions, Colts, Ravens, Buccaneers, or Falcons fans?
Dolphins were also one win away from that.
No, and again, I mean, obviously we're under 500. We're 8-9. It is the way it is. But with that being said, if winning the division was easy, someone else would have done it. So we won the division. It's not easy to do, and that's that. Did we win it or not, Brady?
Yes, you did win it.
Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you.
Only 3 other
teams
had a chance to win that division too, and 2 of them had the same record as you.
Sweet.
Okay.
Last time I checked, we won it.
Yes, you did. Congratulations. I
Right.
am happy.
Yeah.
And by the way, there will be comments that come out of my mouth towards both of you and certainly towards Jesse as well as being the non-playoff guy in this. I'm kind of at luxury to say what I want without my team, being in the crosshairs. But before those comments do come out of my mouth, and I promise you they will, congratulations to both of you. Happy for you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel like you're setting
Thanks.
us up to punch us here.
No, I wish you. I
was
truly
waiting
wish
for
you-
someone to say something nice. Just been almost negative so far, and here we are in the playoffs for the first time in 10 years.
I literally just congratulated you.
Yeah,
I'm happy
after
for you.
5 minutes of BS.
You know how much BS I've ate from you over the years?
You guys suck.
You know
What are
how
you
many
talking
times
about?
we've had a better record than you and we've missed the playoffs? I'm not congratulating you on anything.
All right.
Win a playoff game, I'll congratulate you.
I certainly will, yeah. Seattle Seahawks 13, the San Francisco 49ers 3. Surprising score to me. Obviously, both these 49ers defense has struggled a little bit down the stretch. Seahawks defense obviously elite. That is part of the reason they have the 1 seed now. This game was for the 1 seed. If the 49ers won, they had a chance to stay in San Francisco for the whole playoff run and in the Super Bowl if they got there. Which is where it's posted, which would have been pretty remarkable and which would have made your future look pretty nice, Brett. I'm curious if that cash out option has changed at all for you.
It dropped a lot.
Yeah.
After that loss. It was at $50 and it dropped to $25.
It's obviously a tough first round matchup for them with the Eagles, which we'll get to. That you just got to pray for them to get past that, and then you can look at your cash out options. But we don't need to talk about the game a whole lot, other than is the formula for the Seahawks just Sam Darnold don't turn the ball over? I don't think he has to be spectacular. He wasn't in this one. There's been lots of games they've won where he hasn't been spectacular. Really, his games where he's dominated have been lopsided wins against superior or inferior, opponents. Against the good teams, he's kind of just either done not much but not turned the ball over or turned it over too much. This game was one of the ones where he didn't. He was 20 for 26, a very respectable completion percentage, threw for 198 yards, hit JSN when he needed to. He got 84 yards. He made the plays he had to, just not anything past that by any means. And then the rushing, the rushing attack for the Seahawks just kind of actually worked this game. I think if you're a Seahawks fan, that's probably how you want it to look. 16 carries for Walker, 17 for Charbonnet, and 97 for Walker in yards, 74 for Charbonnet.
I haven't seen him played too often, but every time I do, he looks unreal out there.
Yeah, but then
how do you say that name?
Charbonnet.
Thank you.
He's got to have some French in him, right? You would think.
Yeah, probably. It sure seems like it.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that Matt? You made a comment 2 weeks ago. Whether the Seahawks got the 1 seed or didn't, they weren't going to win a playoff game. Do you walk anything back on that or no?
So before I answer that, I agree 100% what you said. Sam Darnold just doesn't need to turn the ball over. If he can do that, you never know what the Seahawks team will do. But I think getting that bye honestly increases their chances of losing their first playoff game because they're going to play a team that much better that just played in Wildcard weekend off a win. So
they play the lowest available seed, though.
The lowest available seed is the Green Bay Packers.
Or you.
Well, I think there would be. I don't know how it works with divisionals and.
If you win, you'd play the Seahawks. That's how it works.
Okay. We got to win for that to happen, but.
Do you not believe you're gonna?
Of course.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, high chance the Seahawks play a good team, a really good team. We talked about the Green Bay Packers as being a Super Bowl contender. That could be their first game they play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you nailed it, Brady. As long as Darnold doesn't turn the ball over, that team's great. The defense is legit. Despite Darnold, if their run game works, that team's going to win some games.
Yeah. And 49ers, what do we think about them? Purdy I mean, had the interception. Just the offense never really got anything going that whole game. It was actually really boring to watch. It was a punt fest. But then Purdy had that game 2 weeks ago against the Bears where he was kind of running around looking like Patty Mahomes. Like I have some trust in Purdy in a playoff game. I don't know where that necessarily comes from. He's won a few, right? I think. Has he won?
Yeah, he was in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. He was in a Super Bowl. Maybe that's where that comes from. And then they have Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle.
Now, to your point there, where he looked like Mahomes 2 weeks ago and looked like shit this week, Trent Williams was out. And I do truly think that affects him that much. Trent Williams, he's just such a beast out there. No, he is back, I believe. I think he'll be back. He'll get some Toradol shots. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Fred Warner might be back too.
Yeah, I saw him running up like a light post. Or
I don't know if that's real or not.
Or does that just look like him?
I think it just looks like him, but like there's no way that man is running up poles and crap and not playing football right now.
I hope not.
After breaking his
Cam
ankle.
Scadaboo is like dancing and like kicking soccer balls and shit. So
yeah, he's also sitting in his chair gaming, slugging beers out of a shoe.
I love him.
There's certainly a chance I got AI'd on that, but I saw that and like
I've seen the video like 4 times, and every time I see it, I'm like, man, I have no idea if this is actually Fred Warner or not.
Whoever it is, congratulations.
Yes, whoever it is, it's impressive.
All right, are we good on those 2 games?
Yep.
Okay. Now we have the slate of games that we don't find deserve our time. So we're not going to do our normal song and dance because there's a lot more of those games. So I have each game and the score written down, and I have 1 sentence from them. You guys need to chime in with anything from either team or about that game. I'll give you a second after I say the sentence and chime in. If not, pass, and we'll move forward. We'll get this done quick. So I'll start with the Minnesota Vikings 16, the Green Bay Packers 3. Justin Jefferson becomes the 3rd player in NFL history with 1,000 yards receiving in each of his first 3 seasons, and Green Bay Packers didn't play anybody.
My only thing is who played quarterback for Green Bay. I didn't catch that.
That 3rd stringer, Tune. Ton. Not Malik Love. Jacksonville Jaguars 41, the Tennessee Titans 7. Trevor Lawrence was gifted a grill after the game for winning the AFC South and going into the playoffs. And Jacksonville is going into the playoffs on an 8-game winning streak. Who would have thought?
Wow. Who would have thought is right.
Yeah.
The Titans are requesting interviews already, and one of them is Matt Nagy. So the Titans are going to suck forever.
Oh,
yeah. Gotta hope it's not Nagy for them.
That's a report I saw today, and it bummed me out.
Yeah, and Charmaine DK did not break the record. Is my only other point on that. He did not. We'll have to monitor for next year. Houston Texans 38, the Colts 30. To one up the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Houston Texans went into the playoffs on a 9-game winning streak. And Riley Leonard for the Colts actually looked pretty awesome.
Wow. 9 games. I did not realize Houston's been
like, yeah, they went on a 9-game banger. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
2 things. The Colts did a fake punt, and then they did a fake punt again on a first down.
Yeah.
Never seen that before. And it worked because they got too many men for the other team. Hilarious.
And just as a crazy story. Sorry, go ahead, Brett. Sorry, go ahead.
No, keep going.
No, I cut you off. Keep going.
In the last 2 decades, only 7 tight ends have crossed the 700-yard threshold. 3 of them happened this year. Can you name them? Rookie tight ends over 700 yards.
Wait, sorry. Say the stat again. Rookie tight ends this year?
In the last 2 decades, only 7 rookies have got over 700 yards, and 3 of them have happened this year.
So Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
Loveland.
Yep. This one I don't think you'll ever get.
Oh, Fannin.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Wow, well done.
Nice. I was going to ask if Brenton Strange was a rookie, but
that's where my man went first. But yeah, impressive.
Interesting stuff. Good job, Matt. You know who's throwing Fannin the ball for most of those yards?
You mean their last like 5 games of the year?
I think it was more than 5. You're off on those numbers. New York Giants 34, the Dallas Cowboys 17. The Giants cannot get out of their own way winning games they shouldn't. Last week, they just had to lose that game, and they were clinched the number 1 seed to the Raiders. They won that. This week, they just had to lose the game to the Cowboys, and they were clinched the number 2 pick in the draft, and they won that. So now they're picking 3rd when they should have been picking 1st, or if not 1st, 2nd.
It's hilarious. I feel like they've done that 2 years in a row.
Yeah. That's not the first time they've done something like that. They cannot get out of their own way. They lose all these games when they somewhat matter, and then when they don't matter at all, they win them.
My only point on that one is to go back to the previous game. I forgot to say, let's never forget, put in the memory bank, the Colts, 8-1.
Yeah.
Traded 2 draft picks, 2 first rounders.
Oh, yeah.
Lost every game since pretty well. That's something that's all-time bad. That's all-time bad.
The wildest stat from that, I forgot to say, Sauce Gardner traded from the Jets to the Colts. Between the 2 teams this year, he had 2 wins.
The worst team in the NFL had more wins than
every team in the NFL had more wins than.
So he went 1-7 and 1-7.
Correct. Yeah.
God, that sucks.
Yeah. Isn't that horrible?
And he's like an all-time low.
He's so good. And he was stuck on the Jets for what, 4 or 5 years, and then goes to a team that looked like they were going to be Super Bowl favorites.
Yeah. He was 1-8, I guess, with one of them, right? Wouldn't that be
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So probably Jets. We can throw that on the Jets.
Yeah.
But either way, all-time collapse. We can't forget about that because that's crazy. They were so sure they went all in trading those draft picks. And they lost pretty well every game after they made that trade.
Yeah, I hope Justin Abel's doing okay.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Rams 37. The Arizona Cardinals 20. Matthew Stafford passes my boy Dan Marino for 7th most touchdown passes ever with 421. MVP. Give it to him.
Wow. I mean, do you want to do that now or are we going to wait? Because we have to talk about the MVP.
Yeah, we can do that now. Because the Patriots, we're not going to be talking much. They killed the Dolphins. We're not going to be talking too much about that game. They crushed us.
Who's winning the MVP?
Yeah, what are the actual odds?
I think there's only one answer.
I'll
look at the odds.
Stafford is minus 105, and then Drake is in the plus, like 105.
There is only one answer. I agree, Matt. It's Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
It's Matthew Stafford. Okay.
The stats aren't even close between the two of them either.
Okay, good.
Ooh, careful.
Stafford has 10 more passing touchdowns than him.
So the nerds will come for you because they'll bring up all these like percentages and stuff.
I know
Plus,
they will.
The 15 passes within your 1 yard line, which is driving me insane that's a point that people are bringing up because you have to get to the 1 yard line. It's also not easy to throw the ball from the 1 yard line for a touchdown.
Yeah, it's debatably harder to throw the ball from the 1 yard line than it is to run it.
People have taken penalties to get them away from the 1 yard line, so it's easier to throw a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that's not really a point against him. It's Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
I'm glad we all agree on that.
Yes, we do all agree. But we should, for those Patriots folks out there. Obviously, Drake May is incredible quarterback. The future is probably extremely bright for the next 15 years, but he is not the MVP this year.
No. If he's as good as you say, he'll win it some other year.
Yeah. Honestly, if it was like any other team, I'd probably be all in on that, but I just don't want to go all in on that.
I certainly don't. I promise you that. It's tough not beating the Patriots this year. I can usually count on beating the Patriots once at least.
Yeah.
Didn't happen this year. The Buffalo Bills, another team I hate. 35. New York Jets 8. Bills destroyed a non-NFL team in their last game ever in that stadium. And my only point is the jerseys the Bills are wearing. I struggle to say nice things about them. Those should be the jerseys they wear always. I feel like I've never seen those, and they're pretty awesome. As much as I hate to say that.
Yeah.
Didn't see
anything. There's not much on that game, right?
No, it was a blowout.
It was the last game in the Ralph. That was cool, and they won. I mean, it didn't really matter, but whatever. And then last night during Sunday Night Football, they threw up a graphic about the Jets. They asked, which quarterback is this? 14-3, 3,700 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 110 passer rating. It was every quarterback that played the Jets combined.
go a full season as the first time ever in NFL history without an interception like the New York Jets did is impressive.
I cannot believe it never happened before.
Like tip balls, like something random.
Yes, sometimes interceptions aren't even like skill; it just falls in your lap.
Those arm
punches, you have them falling in their lap.
And we'll get to this guy, but 2 of those games they played were against Tua.
True, that's impressive. That makes that stat even better.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah. So tough one, Jets. I don't know what they. I mean, they have 2 draft picks, but inside the 15, or inside the 5th or 15th overall, I believe. I think they draft 3rd and like 14 or something, and then they also have like the 32nd or the 33rd or something. So I mean, they have the draft picks, but they never do anything with them. So we'll see. Last game on this list before we get to the meaningful ones was Denver Broncos 19, Los Angeles Chargers 3. Bo Nix ties the NFL record for most wins in his first 2 seasons in the NFL. That's all I got on this.
What was that? What was that?
He ties Russell Wilson for the NFL record for most wins in his first 2 seasons in the NFL. From first 2 seasons in the NFL.
Great, and it worked out great for us, so I'm sure it'll be just fine. Well, he struggled against our second string guys, so I'm not. The game sucked. He sucked. The Broncos suck.
Russ did get a Super Bowl and he went another time, so I think obviously it's bad now, but if Bo Nix had Russell Wilson's career, I think he'd be okay with it.
Yeah, that backfired a little bit. Listen, RB ran the ball 15 times. 15 times, 28 yards. They suck. They suck so hard. Trey Lance couldn't do anything, and we were close in that game for most of it. Anyway. Yeah. Fuck the Broncos.
They're just,
the offense is inconsistent. That's not a secret. Obviously, their savior has been the heroics in the fourth quarter. But the first 3 quarters of the game, the Broncos can't be like that great in regards to points for.
Definitely not.
One more. Brett. They played the Bengals without Burrow, Texans without Stroud, Washington without Jaden Daniels, Kansas City without Mahomes, and the Chargers without Herbert. They're frauds.
Well, I guess
we haven't talked about frauds too much this year, but they have to be on the list. Same with the Patriots.
Yeah, well,
we can talk all year.
We can talk about it next week because they get to sit on their recliner with their feet up this week and just watch the NFL playoffs because they don't have to play a game and they earn the number 1 seed. So we'll.
So, what do we take away if the Broncos or the Pats don't win a game in the playoffs here? Like, is there anything to take away from that? Like, they were fighting for the number 1 seed in the AFC.
They can both be called frauds for sure. That's what we can take away.
Okay, yeah, they'll just confirm me on the fraud list then.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. If neither
confirm of them frauds, if neither of them get a playoff win.
Correct. Yeah, I'm more than happy saying that. All right. Those are those games. We have 2 games that we can get through somewhat quick, but they need to be talked about a little longer. Was the Browns and Bengals. Really just this one, Myles Garrett, NFL record with the most sacks in a season. There is that, people talk about Michael Strahan. I think he actually said it because it was his record. He had it in 16 games. There is now 17 games. The NFL is likely going to add another game at some point. I wish they would go back to 16. I was thinking about that. I miss seeing teams finish 8-8. I wish it would still be a 16-game schedule. But it's more than likely going to be 18 at some point. And then who knows when we're sitting here doing this podcast in our 60s and like we'll probably have to start it at like 5 p.m. because we're going to be like maybe let's say 70s because we're we can probably hook up our mics to recliners and just sit back and
70s we're probably doing it at like 7 a.m. We'll be up early, ready to go.
Yeah, before a round of golf. Before we go out for a round of golf in our 70s.
Because we kind of awesome.
Keep the bodies together, boys. We gotta, we record the podcast every Monday and then go for a round of golf.
I'm gonna get working on
sim
it.
in the winters.
Yep.
To that Myles Garrett point, this stat's interesting. TJ Watt and Michael Strahan were the ones he was tied with. Strahan did it in 567 snaps, TJ Watt 616 snaps, Myles Garrett 430 snaps.
There you go.
So we did it in at least 100 under both of them. So the games don't really play into it. Myles Garrett is a monster, and we should appreciate him.
Definitely a monster. Here's my question. I have a question about that because when I was watching Joe Burrow get tackled on that one, and I've seen some different things about this. You look at the game before with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was, if we're calling a spade, he was being a bit of a bitch about it. He was throwing the ball away when Myles Garrett was about to get a sack, and he was taking like 3-yard losses, like throwing it to a running back, even though the running back was going to get hammered, just because Rodgers didn't want to be the one to take the sack from Myles Garrett. That was pretty clear if you watch that game. Joe Burrow, there was times he was running away from him, but they were like legit times where you would run away from a guy when you're like trying to. There was that one highlight of Myles Garrett kind of coming behind him, and Burrow made a move and made him miss a little bit. That was earlier in the game. But when the sack happened, and I'm curious to your guys' thoughts, if you would be happy to be the guy that gets the sack on a record like that, or if you would not want that. When the sack happened, it looked like he saw that the possibility that it was going to be Myles Garrett to get there. And one, you could say he went down because he didn't want to get rocked by a beast of a man, Myles Garrett, which would be somewhat fair. Or I was watching being like, I think Burrow did him a tiny bit of a favor.
Ooh, which side are you on?
I think he did. I think Burrow did him a tiny bit of a favor, and I don't know, like, if I think that's like, I don't know what I think about that for sure. If it was me being that quarterback, I think the pride, I wouldn't want to be the guy to get sacked, but it'd also be like, I don't know, your name's in record books forever, I guess, like in a negative way ish. But
yeah,
my only thing with that is like when TJ Watt broke the record, who did he sack? Like, does anyone actually care?
Good point.
Who it was?
It's a great point.
I don't know the answer to that.
No, I don't know either.
I'm the Burrow hater, and I don't think he went down to give him a hand. If you rewatch that clip, Myles Garrett is off the line before it damn near looks like he's off the line before the ball snaps.
Yeah,
he's taken 3 steps before anyone's moved, and he's already around his guy. I think Burrow just knew he had already came around his back, and he just went, "I'm not getting killed in week 18."
Yeah.
In a meaningless
I don't blame
game.
Burrow at all.
Joe might have retired if he got killed on that one.
Yeah. Joe Burrow's hair, by the way. Joe Burrow's hair was looking awesome after the game. I saw an interview. He's looking.
He was real sad.
I just seen a clip of him just like touching it for like 30 seconds straight.
Yeah. Well, long hair, guys. Like before like
30 seconds straight is too much.
Agreed.
Contain it.
Easy for you to say with the thickest hair in the world. Us thin hair guys, if we're not pushing it back,
they make things. They make product. They make those hair bands. Dude, they make
hair
stuff
gel,
for hair.
Hair gel does not work in my hair. I have the thinnest hair in the world.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. The only way it would work is if I loaded it in and combed her back, and then it's like the slick. Like
so it works.
Like I should be driving a Harley Davidson.
So it works.
But you don't want. Nobody wants that style. The slicked back, the lines in the like with the comb. Nobody wants that.
It's true. Look like you're out of
unless you're like, yeah.
And then Saints Falcons. Obviously this was a massive game. It was so funny watching this game, knowing it didn't mean anything for either of these two teams. Falcons wanted to win because they don't have their first round draft pick, and it's just like, it's fun to be the team that sends somebody home, even if it's not the team that you're playing. Falcons obviously got to do that, sending the Bucs home. Saints were trying to do the opposite with the Panthers. Story about this game though, Matt couldn't watch the game, and so we were giving you updates. I assume you were also looking at the score on your phone a little bit in between updates, like you had
a little bit, yeah. I think I checked like 2 or 3 times before I FaceTimed the group chat there.
Yeah. So this FaceTime. He FaceTimed the group chat. Brett, you didn't end up getting on the call, but
just a missed call.
We're used to that with Brett though. When you call him,
give me a break. I have a 4-month-old.
yeah. No, fair enough. But I answer the FaceTime and it's Matt's lovely wife Taylor, who I'm looking at, and Matt's driving on the highway. He's like, "What the fuck's going on with the game? Where are we at?" Well, he's just like freaking out. And this was right after, what was the score? It was right after.
It was a 9-point. When I FaceTimed, it was a 9-point differential. It was
19-10. The Falcons had just kicked a field goal to make it 19-10 with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left. So they kicked that field goal, 2-possession game. obviously, I'm having fun with Matt a little bit, but I'm also telling him there was 2 minutes and like 15 seconds.
Telling me that it's a guarantee.
I didn't say guarantee, but I said congratulations.
You said it's over. Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So, yes,
it's over. It's a guarantee.
No. I told Matt on the FaceTime, I said, congratulations, you're going to the playoffs. He's like, how much time's left? I'm like, there's just over 2 minutes, but you're up 2 scores. And then he's still FaceTime, and I'm still, like, congratulations, it's over. Don't worry about it.
I was saying it's not over the whole time, too. I can't,
just keep
going, but I can't believe how this game ended.
The second I hang up the FaceTime, Tyler Shuck drops that dart, a beautiful pass, by the way, into some wide receiver I'd never. And by the way, Matt, you should be pumped. Chris Olave wasn't playing in this game, and Alvin Kamara. That it makes a big difference. I think whoever their number 2 wide receiver, the guy they got from the Broncos, he was out too. So Tyler Shuck had nobody to throw to. I think the offense of the year better should realize that. But right after we hang up the FaceTime, Tyler Shuck drops this dime, and then. Saints, they dropped the dime with 1 minute and 11 seconds left. Matt's driving on the highway. I have to assume the phone got put down and you're just like accounted for a win because I told you won, correct?
Yeah. That's the only information I had.
That's the way words work.
So I'm watching this touchdown happen, and then all of a sudden they're going back for the onside kick. And I'm thinking, like, Matt's driving on the highway right now, thinking he's in the playoffs. If the Saints recover this onside kick, they have 2 timeouts and they're only down 2 points. Could you, like, Matt, I'm just like, is there actually a chance, like, we wouldn't be friends anymore? Or if I called you and told you, like, I'm sorry, dude, like, they recovered the onside kick. Saints kick the field goal. It's over. The Saints won. You're not going to the playoffs.
That's dark. I don't like. Ooh. We're getting into some real dark conversations. I don't know what would happen, but it wouldn't have been good. Yeah, I honestly don't think I would have been here this week. Like, there's no way. Like,
because of Brady or because you guys are
because
not
of Brady? Yes. Well,
both.
I mean, if we didn't make
mostly Brady,
I would have really been like, maybe this isn't for me. But
I don't know how
I was just like, I thought it was a lock and everything. That would have been. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It would have been bad though. It would have been bad.
I got legit like the that pit in your stomach when you're like you're nervous about something or you lost something or like something bad could happen. Like I legit had that pit for a second there because
there was a couple minutes where our friendship was dangling,
and you didn't know that.
In the balance.
It's never been that close to the ledge, but we were on the ledge
because Matt came over later that day to watch some of the 4 o'clock games, and he didn't even know that the Saints got that touchdown. Like he didn't know the final.
No, I had no idea until you said something. I was there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I am like, as much as I do enjoy watching football, for whatever reason, I'm very happy I didn't watch the Saints Falcons. So like I didn't want to like
yeah.
I don't know, especially after Saturday. I was in such like a bad, just like, oh my god, like I can't believe Saturday went the way it did. Yeah. Like I just don't even think I didn't even want to watch football on Sunday until the Sunday game. Sunday nighter I was looking forward to, but everything else I just didn't want to watch football. I just needed a break.
That game would have just pissed you off. It's good you didn't watch it. It was
it
was chaos. It was a perfect NFC South game.
Yeah, I know. Like I couldn't imagine stressing on a Falcons and Saints game, like watching it live, being like living and dying with every play. That would have been bad. That would have been very bad for me.
Both teams were trying like very hard. It seemed like the Saints just literally had no like all their best players were hurt. So
yeah,
they just really had.
Yeah, it was huge. Olave was out. That's no secret there. Like that. Yeah, could have been the difference in that game for sure.
And Kirk, he always has to hold a special place in your heart now.
Kirk.
Oh
yeah, Kirk Cousins. Yeah. You know what? The Falcons might have won that division if Kirk started from day one.
You're not wrong.
They've been hot with him, like very hot.
You know all the Falcons.
What's that?
You know all the Falcons would have needed to do in their season to win that division?
Beat the Jets.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Isn't that
They
insane?
were a
And the
Jets win
Falcons-
away from getting in the playoffs. I mean, they
The
beat
Falcons-
the Rams, so that's why it's so crazy.
Yeah, the Rams and the Bills.
Wow.
The Falcons are insane. They were eliminated from the playoffs for like over a month leading into that game, and they finished with the same record as both those teams. It's
Oh my god.
it's absolutely perfect how the NFC South played out.
It is like so true to how that division has just feels like it's always ever been. Like even when Tom Brady was there with the Bucks, I think they made the playoffs 8-9 too or something. Like
Yeah, 9-7 maybe, like nothing.
Yeah, 9-8 maybe. I don't know what it was, but it was like basically a 500 type of team.
Well,
and
you see the stat going around about Todd Bowles? Forgot about this
No.
one. He's won 2 NFC South championships. I don't know exactly how many years he's been the head coach. I want to say it's 3 since Bruce Arians left. I'm pretty sure it's 3 years. He's won 2 NFC South championships. His overall career record as a head coach is 1 game over 500.
Really?
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
And he
That's
hasn't been fired
honestly
yet,
surprising.
No, he hasn't been
I think
fired yet.
He hasn't been
Wow.
fired yet. I would, if I had to bet on it though, just from the things I've seen, I don't think he'll be back.
He absolutely shouldn't be.
Speaking of firings, the GM and Raheem Morris out for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Which I guess I don't care, but it's something.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I honestly think I don't know. I don't know. The Falcons, they weren't a bad team with Kirk Cousins there. Like they were winning games.
They have a lot of talent on that. They have a lot of weapons, I should say. I have
They
no
do.
idea about their
And a
O-line or
defense
D-line.
that should be pretty good with the 2 first-rounders they drafted out there, and they look pretty good at times. So we'll see what happens
True.
with the Falcons, but there's a good chance we're sitting here this time next year talking about a 8-9 or 9-8 division championship for somebody in the NFC South, and we'll see what the Shuckster does, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe Panthers go back-to-back. You never know.
Never know.
The 2 other games before we do our little or before I do my Dolphins burial for the year is the Bears and Lions and the Eagles and Commanders, because this game I was very intrigued in this because I was rooting very, very hard for the Bears to stay in the 2 seed because I really wanted Bears Packers. Ended up getting it not how I would have expected to get it. Bears just needed a win to keep the 2 seed. By all intents, it looked like they were trying to get that win. They had all their starters in. Ben Johnson obviously doesn't want to lose both games to the Lions this year. That's what ended up happening. The Lions did sweep the Bears this year. They end up losing, what was the final score? 19-16 on a last-minute field goal, I believe. Caleb Williams did set the Bears single season record with not 4,000 throwing yards, by the way. We should keep that, make sure we keep that going. He was very close. He was 3,942 is what he ended with. So the Bears are still yet to have a 4,000-yard quarterback in passing. So we can talk about that again next year. We'll see if Caleb eventually gets that. It seems like he's on pace. He does have the single season record for the Bears now, though, surpassing Eric Kramer. Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
And then as that game ended, the Commanders-Eagles game was still going on, and Eagles weren't playing their starters. Jalen Hurts didn't play at all. It was the Tanner McKee show. I think they had... Yeah, Devontae Smith was playing a little bit. A.J. Brown doesn't look like played at all. They were resting guys on defense. So they're resting, but also I think maybe resting, but also kind of hoping to get the win. But maybe they also just thought the Bears were going to beat the Lions and they'd rather get healthy. Like Lane Johnson, I know, is coming back. And forgetting who the other guy on defense was, or maybe on offense on the O-line with Lane. There was another guy at the Eagles, Brett. Do you remember?
Jordan Davis was out for a week or 2, but he was back already.
He's back. Maybe he rested in this game too, though. They're resting guys. It ended up they just needed to beat the Commanders to move up to that 2 seed, and then they would have got the Packers, which I think the Eagles, if I'm the Eagles and I'm choosing between the 49ers and the Packers, I guess I don't know. I don't know deep down what they'd prefer in that. I think they'd probably say the Packers because of how their season's been looking at near the end of it, but
yeah, part of me thinks they lost that game just so they didn't have to play home game and get booed again.
Yeah, I mean, it's just super surprising to see both those teams lose, and especially, I mean, looking back in spread game, this should have been the lock of the century pick. Looking back, obviously the Lions were gonna do everything they can to win that game just with pride. Like that's why I still think Dan Campbell and the Lions are gonna be good next year. Like St. Brown was questionable all week going in. He was banged up. He wanted to play. He wanted to get that win, even though it means absolutely nothing to their season already being eliminated. But I like Lions. I might bet like Lions to win 14 plus games next year. I think they're going to come back on such a revenge tour and they're just going to demolish teams. I think that could be the case with them next year, but we'll see. I think Dan Campbell's an awesome coach still.
No, I agree though. Like I think the Lions have just as good as chance as any team in that division to win the division next year. Like I know obviously this year didn't end the way they wanted it to, but I don't know. We've seen the Lions when they're hot and firing on all cylinders, and they're one of the best to do it over the last few years. That offense is crazy at times, just the best in the league at times, like unreal.
Yeah, and we'll see. We'll obviously save more Bears Eagles talk for the preview, which we're going to pretty much get to now after Dolphins season in review. We got crushed by the Patriots there. That's all I got on that. But I got some things written down for my Dolphins. I guess checklist going in next year a little bit and kind of just like it's a weird year. Other years we've kind of known. Like last year we did this. We're basically running it back. Like after last year, I kind of looked at notes I had from last year's like basically run it back with the offense. That's kind of what we did. Tyreek ends up going down. I still would say I hope Tyreek's not a Dolphin anymore. I just think we need to build something else. Tyreek obviously makes your team better if he's healthy next year, obviously, but I want to build something different. We need to build something different because it hasn't been working.
And his prime is behind him. That's just the fact.
His prime's behind him. So good riddance, Tyreek. Go to some other team and create your headlines there. I'm good with that. Tua said it would be dope to get a fresh start somewhere else. I agree, Tua. That would be dope. Go do that, please.
Really? That's what he said?
Yeah, very eloquently said.
Yeah.
It would be dope.
It would be dope. So, yeah, Tua. I mean,
wow.
I'll sometimes.
Do you want him as your backup, or do you just want him out?
I want him out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a fresh start.
Yeah,
and McDaniel probably I want out too. That's been reported. He's not out. He's actually helping in the general manager search. Also, Troy Aikman's helping in that. That was a weird thing to see. He's hired on not as a permanent role, but as he's hired on just to help with the GM search, which seems weird, but also like I said it to you guys in the group chat. We need just football guys. Like Jordan Brooks, you saw it change our defense. He's a football guy. Anthony Weaver, our defensive coordinator, that's another thing I've written down. There was one team that is requesting to interview him for head coach. I forget which team that is. Wow. But if we can keep him as our defensive coordinator, I want him back. He's like, a football guy, it seems. And our defense, like the last couple games, we kind of gave up a little bit. Fair enough. At the start of the year, it was really bad. He didn't have any secondary to work with at all. Like Rasul Douglas ended up being our best guy, and Minka Fitzpatrick was our only guy. But then we kind of signed Rasul Douglas just off the streets, and this Jack Jones, we signed him off the streets too. And then Storm Duck, our rookie, got hurt, our second year guy. Cam Smith, the guy we drafted in the first round 2 years ago, gone, injured cut. So he didn't have much to work with, but I want him back and build around Devon Achane, Jalen Waddle, and Jordan Brooks. That's who I need the Dolphins to build around. QB, I don't know who that's going to be. I don't know if we draft a guy. We're picking 11th. By the way, Daniel Carlson hitting a 61-yarder for the Raiders to beat the Chiefs moved us from a 10th overall draft pick to an 11th because we would have been the Chiefs went below us with that.
Come on.
Yeah. So we would have been drafting 10th. But because of that, Daniel Carlson and the Raiders beating the Chiefs by 2 points, the Chiefs dropped below us. They'll be picking 10th. We're 11.
Hey, good news for you. The Chiefs usually fuck up their draft picks. They got lucky with Mahomes, but I watched them very closely. They mess up a lot of draft picks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you might get the guy right after him.
Yeah, the thing is, we need so many things. They got to we can't screw up that pick. It's just draft the best available guy that's there. Go ahead, Brett.
Well, the question I was going to ask, if you could pick any player from any team that's not a quarterback, who would you take? Thinking about like what you need as a team, like you can pick the best player in the NFL that's not a quarterback.
Oh, in the NFL.
In the entire NFL. I just pretty much want to know what your biggest need is.
That's a great question. I mean,
does pass rush help?
Pass rush would be rush is where I was thinking, because we have the linebacker. Like Terrell Dotson is the guy beside Brooks too, and both of those guys were top 5 in the league in tackles this year. Those guys were not the problem. Second, whoever the best safety is, maybe like that.
Around the field a lot though too. Kyle
Hamilton would be a name I would think of. Like you saw when he got hurt, like that. That's honestly a name I would think about. But like Myles Garrett probably is the answer.
That's exactly where my mind went. Yeah. One other question, quick.
Yeah.
Since you brought up Tua, saying it'd be dope to get out of Miami, which means you're done with him.
Yeah.
And he's done with the Dolphins.
Yep.
Are you ready to forgive Brian Flores? Because he was right.
No, he wasn't right. He was a mean bully. He was a mean guy.
He said he sucked, and he sucked.
2023, dude. I watched. There's highlights. He led the league in so many different stats that year. Our offense, like deep ball. I honestly got to show you guys because it's incredible. I got to find. It was like a 3-minute thing, and watch it when you're as bored out of your mind. You got nothing else to watch on one of your lunches. It's a 3-minute highlight pack of all his passes that were 30+ yards in the air in the 2023 season. He threw like 2 or 3 interceptions in there. Most of them were just dots to Hill and Waddle and whoever else running down there. Like he was airing it out, and it was so much fun. He was good. He was good. He wasn't bad. But then
how open were they in this highlight pack? How open was Tyreek Hill in these?
Tyreek got open a decent amount, but some of them were dots. There was a Chargers game I remember from that year that there's a couple, I think it was the first couple games of the year. Tua on the run, throws one down. Oh man.
That's what I mean. Like, it was just crazy to me that they weren't able to find that since that year again. Like
he wasn't able to find it. Yeah.
Tyreek himself?
No,
or
Tua couldn't.
Yeah.
This year, just like something this year, he just couldn't throw the ball.
I know. Well,
maybe. I don't know. Maybe
his head was scrambled.
Like his first, there could be some, some brain things, and I Tua, I said good riddance, but I hope he stays healthy.
Of course,
he gave me some good memories, but he like first couple of years when he came into, he could kind of like scramble a little bit. Like there were some runs he was making some guys miss. Like it was, I loved him. Doing this podcast for 5 years, you could go back and find some bad looking takes now that came out of my mouth for sure.
For sure.
But yeah,
I got 2 questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you expect the expectations for next year to be? It's way too early. Obviously, the offseason hasn't transpired. But what do you kind of hope, I guess, or expect the type of team you'll be next year? Like, is this kind of like a rebuilding, retool, or you hope to be in the mix as an over 500 team next year?
I don't think we're going to be in the mix next year at all. Part of that plays into the schedules, like not exactly like when they play and who they play, but
I've seen it. It's not good. Yeah.
Who they play. I first, like the Dolphins one came out before I saw like the whole league and where everybody ranked. The Dolphins one came out and like they're like the home Dolphins games. I was kind of, you see that you're going win, loss. There was a lot of losses coming out of my mouth when I saw that. Like we play some good teams. And then I saw the NFL or like the whatever, somebody posted it, the strength of schedule. Dolphins are the second hardest strength of schedule behind the Bears next year.
How is that possible? If you suck, you're supposed to get a good schedule.
They weren't last in the division. That was the Jets. So you don't
I guess.
So they finished third.
I forget how many bad teams there are sometimes.
And they also had 7 wins, so they weren't in like the the suck category. Like
that's right. The path was still there in like week 14.
Yeah,
So,
if we were in the NFC
sure.
South, we were one game out of winning the division, so we didn't suck. You know,
Fair.
My last question is in regards to Tua. Would you rather see him start as a QB1 on a team next year, or be QB2 as a backup? Like, do you hope to see him start somewhere else, or are you kind of just like Tua? Don't look at anywhere else.
No, I want him to go. I want him to go somewhere, and I want him to be just okay somewhere. I don't want him to be bad. Like, I don't want him.
So you want to see him start week 1 somewhere else next year?
Yeah, like the Cardinals, or like the Raiders.
The
like
Cardinals could honestly be something that's pretty realistic.
And the Cardinals, like, I want him to have games where he puts up like some good stats, but just that team, I can't have that team ever have success for sure.
Yes, 100%. I would totally agree with that.
Like, I want him to go somewhere and win seven or 8 games. You know, kind of what he's done. What he's done for me. I want him to keep doing what he's doing somewhere else. Just no more. Yeah. So I honestly think next year is going to be a tough one. So, I mean, it's going to make it hard to convince guys to come this year, but maybe we don't convince too many. Like, maybe they got to play Devon A-Chain one of these couple of years. I want them to lock up Brooks, and Waddle is locked up for a little bit. Greg Dulcich is another name I have written down that I would really want him back. I think he could be tight end 1, like, of the future. He's young enough to be that, and I think he honestly could be. But I think they got to just, like, embrace the suck for one more year. Maybe that's, like, I don't know who's for sure making all the decisions, but maybe that plays to something why McDaniel's back. Maybe they know 1 year where, like, hopefully we're really bad, maybe, and then whoever that quarterback class is, we can get, or
Arch Manning.
You know, the other thing is we get Lamar, and then everything I said is off the table. Like, all of a sudden, we're You know, then we're having a much different conversation.
I'll give you that exception. Yeah, if you get Lamar.
If we get Lamar, we'll have an emergency podcast, and everything I said is out the window. We're looking stupid all of a sudden. Then weird. So that's the Dolphins. Yeah, it hasn't been a successful team to cheer for since I started cheering for them when I picked them in Brett's basement when I was 13, 12, somewhere in there. It hasn't, haven't seen much success. Had some good runs to the playoffs, making it, never won a game. So we'll see. On to the next.
I can't make fun of you. Neither have I or you, Matthew.
Yeah. We're a bunch of losers here right now. So maybe you guys can change that this year. We'll see. All right.
Let me in 2016. Go ahead.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that right now. I got in trouble for last time I brought that up. Didn't I?
You didn't want to get into it.
No, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. Today's episode is brought to you by May I go?
Please.
Yeah, we were talking, but you can start the ad read now.
Today's episode is brought to you by 509 Tech Services, your go-to experts for phone, tablet, and computer repair. From cracked screens and dead batteries to affordable phone plans, they've got you covered. Looking for a new device? They sell pre-owned phones. They sell certified pre-owned phones backed by a full 1-year warranty. Learn more or shop online at 509techservices.ca. Mention Sunday Funday, our podcast, and receive 10% off your purchase. That's 509 Tech Services, fast, friendly, and reliable tech you can trust. Reminder to go there, by the way. I know there's people out here listening that have a cracked screen or a battery that dies every day. If you're ever in Elmira, pop in there, say Sunday Funday sent you, and get that shit fixed. We're too young. Life is too precious to be, have a cracked screen. You want to be, if you're a father like us and you're trying to look at photos of your kid on your phone, it would look so much better without a cracked screen. So go to Peter. That was quite the example I just brought up there, but
no, it actually kind of worked for me.
Oh, perfect. Do you have a cracked screen, Brett?
A lot of scratches.
Get to Elmira, 509 Texters. Mention Sunday Funday. All right. We are on to bigger and brighter things. We are on to the playoff preview. And for the cover game for this, we are going to be giving picks at the end of each. We're going to preview every game for you here. That's what we get from Sunday Funday. We don't skip over any of this shit. We're going to get a preview from every game. I'm going to give you at the start of it the line of the game, which I haven't looked, I did look at them recently, but going into that, I was very surprised of some of the lines. And we're going to give you the over-under for them. And then at the end, we're going to each make a pick for a cover game. So we're going to have six picks each. We don't have guest picks for this week. We'll find a way to get guests involved again next week for some picks, though. But they're taking a week off. But as Matt likes to say, it is a percentage-based winning for cover games. So it doesn't matter if you miss some. It's probably actually going to help you based off how some of my picks have gone. It'll help you for that. But we'll see if Brett can stay hot. Matt, do you want to give us standings going into that before we go into these games for cover game?
Yep. Yes, sir. We'll start with a little recap from last week here. Just let me flip the page. Gerbs went 2-1, hitting New Orleans plus 2.5, just barely. Buffalo -7, lost out on his Fins in week 18, but hey.
Yeah.
Brett went 1-2. That's good. Let's go. Hit Pittsburgh plus 3.5. Lost out on San Fran plus 1.5 and Cincy -7.5. I went 2-1, hitting Carolina plus 3, Jacksonville -12, and I had Baltimore -3. And then our listener Zach went 1-2, hitting Vegas plus 5.5, and then he had Tampa -2.5 and Atlanta -2.5. Atlanta won by 2.
And Tampa.
And the Bucks won by 2.
Yeah, those are two tough beats.
Yes.
That is a tough beat.
We go to our overall standings here. We'll start with first because we all know where it is. It's Brett. It's Brett. It's Brett. It's Brett. It's 33-22 with a 60% winning percentage.
That's
not bad.
Good.
Not bad. And second, we have the listeners. Freaking listeners with an 18-19-2 record for a 49% winning percentage.
Wow.
And in third, we have myself with a 25-29-1 record for a 46% winning percentage. And then last, we have Gerbs with a 25-30 with a 45% winning percentage.
There's room to grow.
Yeah, there's about a half a game difference between Gerbs and I.
Yeah.
You guys should be thanking me, or else the listeners would look smarter than all of us.
Well, hey, there's the playoffs. Brett, is where we make our money.
I want you to Ligma so bad right now. Like
6 picks this week, Brett. Everything could change after this week.
Yeah. I'll get much worse when there's less games to pick from that I can watch fully.
All right. And our order for picking Matt. Well, obviously we're gonna preview the game and then we'll do the picks after. But for the first one, I believe it goes you get to pick first, then me, then Brett.
Yep.
Okay, so for our first game, we have the we go to the bank. We head to the bank. The bank will be rocking. The Carolina Panthers are hosting a game.
City.
They're hosting a game against the Los Angeles Rams, and the Carolina Panthers are plus 10.5 underdogs. In that one, the over/under is set at 46.5. Matt, I mean, you definitely have to start and deserve the floor with this one. But I guess my question, just to get you into it, is keys to victory. Like what's it gonna? Obviously, 10.5 point underdogs in a playoff game is, Vegas doesn't believe in you. A lot of people don't believe in you. A lot of people say NFC South's a joke. Why are they even in the playoffs? What do you say to those people? How can you win this game?
I would say anyone who doesn't believe in us, don't believe, keep not believing in us. That's what Carolina, that's when we're at our best, is when, let's remember, boys, Vegas has a horrendous record with Carolina this year. The spread and all this stuff, it don't matter. Vegas is bad when it comes to Carolina. Bad. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what we've been favored in 2 games this year. Those 2 games we lost, we're an 8-win team, boys. That is 8. That is 10 times this year Vegas has been wrong.
Vegas sees the Panthers and they're like, what are we going to do?
And I don't care if this spread was -2.5 for the Rams, -16.5, -30.5. Don't care. Don't care what the spread is at all. Just excited, boys. Just excited. We beat the Rams once this year, but I will say with that, beating a team like the Rams twice in the same year, harder to do than just beating them once, obviously. We're underdogs for a reason. I agree. The Rams are obviously I've been saying all year, I think the Rams are the best team in the NFL. With that being said, we've all watched the miracle. We've all seen things happen. It doesn't matter who has the best team. The Rams 100% are the better team than us. There's no doubt about that. But rocking at the bank, and you just never know what happens. Of course, I believe I'm beyond excited to watch this game. Like, and again, very, very well aware, according to everyone else, might not go good for the Panthers, but just super excited to see some playoff ball. I mean, the city, the fans, the organization, everyone deserves it. It's going to be tremendous. What's that?
What are your personal expectations for this game?
I think the biggest thing that I can ask is that it's a one possession game under like the halfway mark in the fourth quarter. Like, I think that's the biggest thing I can ask for. Like,
if you get that,
because you never know. Yes. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say, because I know how it's like viewed from the outside perspective, and I understand why it's viewed that way. Like there is a chance we lose bad. Like, the Rams are the better team. I do realize that there is a chance that happens. Like, we might lose by 20. That could happen.
Fair.
But if the Panthers can find a way, we got to turn the ball over twice. That's one of the keys to the game. Turn the ball over twice. If we turn the ball over twice, odds are, and obviously the offense has to be clicking. Like, we can't be putting up 10 points heading to the fourth quarter and we're hoping for a one possession game. We're going to need more than 10 points heading to the fourth quarter. Like, the offense needs to start clicking from quarter one, not quarter three, not quarter four, like it's been a majority of the time this year. Quarter one, this team needs to start clicking. With that being said, I love, like, I know our defense isn't the best in the league, but it's compared to how it was last year and just the amount of turnovers we've had this year. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I mean, Matthew Stafford, I think he was on almost a 3-month stretch with no interceptions until he played Carolina, and we kind of broke him. I think he's thrown 4 or 5 since. So you never know. Maybe that, it could just be a total revenge game, and we might just get absolutely dick slapped. But hey, I'm I'm just excited to watch it. I believe like it's going to be it's a big thing for us that it's in Carolina, obviously. I know we're 8-9 at home. Doesn't seem right, but that's the beauty of football. That's why divisions are a thing. That's why the sport is created. That's why we have 8 divisions, AFC, NFC. It's for moments like this, and I just hope we can take advantage of it. And if we can find a way to get past the Rams, my number 1 team in the league. Watch out!
Look out!
Watch out! Watch out! I won't be scared of shit if we can beat the Rams this week. I'll never live in fear again.
I actually don't hate that at all. Yeah, I mean, he's right. If we beat the Rams, you can beat anyone.
Yep. He'll never live in fear again. Until the Leafs are in the playoffs next
Ghosts,
time.
Nothing. I'll beat them all up. I won't care. But yeah, I guess I could get to a pick here now.
Unless Brett,
the century, boys. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you guys can talk about this game too. We don't need to do the pick right away here.
Brett, I didn't know if you had.
I want to hear some outside perspective too, like on the Carolina side, the Rams side of it. Like,
yeah, is Devontae Adams playing? Is that a thing?
I think he'll be going. I think he could have played like week 18 if it was required, but obviously with it being meaningless for them, he didn't play.
It's the playoffs. Injuries go away magically all of a sudden.
Yeah,
and by that I mean a needle in their arm. The playoffs come down to 3 things to me, and it's coach, quarterback, and defense. Unfortunately, the Rams have all 3 are better than yours. Now, it's west to east. You never know. You already beat them once. I think you nailed it with the 2 turnovers. You need turnovers. Make it ugly. Make it like the first game you beat them, where it's
have to turn the ball over.
Strain, like shit's just happening. Like, yeah, you guys got to make it ugly. Bring them to your level. I'm a little worried for you, if I'm being honest.
And that's fair. Like, obviously, I'm worried too. Like, I know, like, beating the Rams once was something I didn't think was going to happen. Beating the Rams twice, I mean, that just doesn't even feel like a possibility. But, it's playoffs. Anything can happen. I watched Miracle last week. Like, I feel very good about things. So
you're comparing this to the Miracle on Ice.
I'm not saying it's like the perfect match, but it's probably similar. Especially if you look at all the other spreads this week. Like, Ours is very different than every other spread.
Oh yeah.
Very different. Very different.
Can you give me like a Mike Risioni, Massachusetts, Boston, Matt Poole, Wellesley?
Yeah.
Jalen
Matt
Coker.
Poole, Wellesley. I play for the Carolina Panthers.
Perfect.
Jesse, you can clip that right now, please.
You just watched that movie, didn't you?
Oh, last week.
And you were like, that's awesome. If you want to pick the Panthers on a money line in this game, you can get them at 6-1, basically.
Is that what it is? I didn't even
just
see
under
that.
just under 6-1. If you want to take a money line, I assume you're gonna have to sprinkle on that, Matty P.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about betting. I honestly don't think I will bet on it though.
Yeah,
like,
you got enough at stake. You don't need betting. Betting is
I don't need betting. I don't need betting in my life for this game.
Yeah.
Yep. Fair.
Yeah, I mean, hearing Devontae Adams playing, I also do worry for you. I think that makes a big difference. But you know, Miracle on Ice, where were they playing that game? But when they won, was that in US?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe so. Lake Placid, I think.
Oh
Lake
yeah,
Placid.
that's right. Okay, so that's fair. You know,
Yeah.
they're at the bank getting rowdy. I don't mean to troll. The bank's not known as like a rowdy, loud. You know,
It used to be. The last 10 years, it hasn't.
How come I've never heard you say the bank once until like
Bro,
3
the
weeks
bank
ago?
has been dead for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Remember,
like, we've been bad for forever.
I still would have
remember
thought
when you had that
I would've
cool
heard-
like panther animation that the panther jumped around? That was fun.
Yeah.
3 years ago. That was cool.
Yeah. When we had a very rare primetime game. Yeah. Well, like, and like a lot of the X players, like the Jonathan Stewart that we just talked about, whatever, that over the Christmas special there, like the running back that was a part of that Super Bowl winning team, he's still very involved in the social media aspect of Carolina, and he's saying the exact same things, like haven't heard of this out since 2016.
Oh
like,
wow! Any word on
so
who's banging
it's
the drum?
cool. No, there is a bit of a trend though of wanting Cam Newton to be the guy.
Ooh. Or
And
Kuechly.
give me that.
Either
Give
one
me
of those
Cam
is
in
good.
there. Give me Cam in there, boys. I want that so bad.
I like that.
All right, Matt, give us your pick for this game, and then
Carolina plus 10.5.
Give me the over 46.5.
All right, give me the Rams.
The Rams, what, Brett? I need to know the spread.
Minus 10.5.
We're going all off the FanDuel lines for this one, Matty P. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I got them here. I'll say them at the start. Okay. Well, good luck, Matt. I hope the best for you. Yeah.
It's awesome to be able to see a playoff game. Like, obviously, as we've talked about before, it wasn't like overly invested when they were in the Super Bowl, and that was the last time we had a playoff game. But man, the chills and just like the thoughts of being in the playoffs is a tremendous feeling. Like, tremendous feeling. It's crazy to think. I wish to God, obviously, I could be there. One of these years I'll be there for a playoff game, but yeah, just crazy to think this team's in the playoffs this year. And let's go, rally, let's go.
Yeah,
Love it.
You go get it. Bit of a development. Jill is out of the house tonight, seeing a movie with some friends. There is currently a crying baby. He might put himself back, but if I run away, that is why. We'll see. He's been sleeping pretty good lately, but last night was a rough one. So we got this on monitor on deck here. So I'll be staying tuned. But if I run away, you know why. Next game though is the game I've probably the number one game I'm looking forward to when I look at the slate, and that's the Green Bay Packers traveling to Chicago. The Green Bay Packers are slight favorites -1.5. Basically a pick 'em, but they are favorites -1.5. The over-under is 45.5 in this one. I'm curious what the weather's going to be like in that. If there's any chance either of you can try to look up the weather what the weather's supposed to be like in Chicago on Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But this one, actually, I want to hear from you first. I kind of want to go last because I have something I've been thinking about from this game, but I'm very curious where you guys lay first. So I mean it's going to be a fun game. I think it's been a fun 2 games so far. They've both been decided by one score. It's probably the best rivalry in football, maybe. Ravens Steelers, is up there as well. There's a couple others, but it's definitely up there, and it's going to be a fun one to watch. What do you got, Matt?
Man, might say this about other games too, but of all the games, this does feel like in a way the hardest to choose from. Obviously, with it being divisional, them playing twice this year, one somewhat recently, but I don't know. I think for me, when I look at it in regards to quarterback play, man. See, the thing is, like, I think it's Caleb Williams as the more superior, but I also feel like in the playoff moment like this, I just think like the Jordan Love steadiness and I don't know, just it not being a Chicago jinx might be better than Caleb in this game. Like Caleb obviously had a tremendous year, and especially the last few weeks, he's looked phenomenal out there.
You say Caleb Williams better than Jordan Love?
Not better, but I would say he's been playing better like over the last month. And I don't think that's not a stretch to say. Like
that's true. That is true.
Like he's been playing really good football. I don't know. Like you almost wonder, like, is the Micah injury something that, like, again, these teams are so even. Like I don't know where my head's at. But I don't know. Yeah, I just can't wait to watch this game. Like. It could go either way. I feel like the odds of it coming down to a dramatic finish are very high. Like it just seems like something that's going to happen. Might just end up with who has the ball last, or But the thing is, like, I don't know. I could see a bad Chicago turnover late in the game. That's kind of my view on it.
Don't hate that. The weather quickly. It's around 0. And there's no snow. So it'll be kind of cold and no rain or snow.
Okay. I think
two teams used to it.
2 teams used to it, but I think what I was going to say on that, if it was real shitty weather, I think that favors the Bears. So not being much of a not because the Packers can't play in cold weather, but just the way the Bears are built, I think very run heavy. Like in the games where they've kind of dominated, it's been Swift and Monungai kind of just run it down their throat. I think the Packers are going to win this game, and I don't think it's going to be close.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where are you getting that from?
I think they've been
split games this year, and they've both been fun.
I think the inexperience of the Bears playing a playoff game and just first of all, seeing it was blowing my mind. And Jesse, the producer Jesse, not with us, I would be saying the same things to his face. I wish he was here. Because I'd like his take going into this game. But seeing Bears fans saying they want the Packers and Packers, if you're looking at all the NFC teams, Packers would be the team probably most teams would say they'd want to play out of like 49ers, Rams, Seahawks. But specifically for the Bears, I don't know how any of them could be saying they want to play the Packers.
I agree.
Like the history there, and just and I mean no, like Ben Johnson doesn't care about the history. He's there, he's new. That could be what makes this take look really bad. But what the Packers have done to the Bears since I've been watching football, I think there's going to be a little bit that creeps in the heads of both Packers. I think the inexperience. I think they're going to be a little too jittery. I think playing at home is actually going to end up being a disadvantage for them. And me saying all these things could look real bad, but also these are things I believe. I think the Packers are going to win this game in a landslide.
Wow! Like touchdown?
Oh yeah, touchdown plus. Like I think Like I think things are going to get chippy at the end. It won't even like Packers are going
I'll set it 8.5.
8.5. I'd be taking. I was going to say 10. I was going to say the Packers are going to win this game by 10. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like it's not going to come down to the last. It's not going to come down to the last possession. I actually think it's going to near the end of the game. It's going to be getting real. Like somebody's going to do something dirty. There's going to be fights because it's just out of hand, and these two teams hate each other.
I can't wait to see your alternate spread bet slip.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll put my money where my mouth is. Dude,
that would be juicy. It's a pick.
Start of January.
So juicy.
I got money to work with. Start of January. I got to build this bankroll.
No, Jill's going to be coming with you with the money in the red again, real quick.
I also just think that you're right. Caleb Williams has been better than Jordan Love over the past month or so. Maybe the season, if you want to look at it. Jordan Love, we've seen him look. Actually, that might not be true. Has he looked decent in a playoff game? I was going to say we've seen him look decent in playoff games. That might not be true.
Yeah.
They lost to the Rams last, or who did they lose to? The Eagles last year?
Yeah, I think so. Round 1.
I think they lost to the Eagles last year.
Yeah,
I don't know how his playoffs. I don't know how his playoff success has been. If I'm being honest. But I'm just looking at the Packers going in there. People are sleeping on them. The Bears think they're the better team. I think Jordan Love's just gonna figure it out.
I don't hate it. He's won a playoff game, by the way, against Dallas, I believe. Yeah, 48-32.
Yeah.
I think this game comes down to who coaches better. And I got to say, I think I give it to Ben Johnson.
They're both really good coaches.
They're both great coaches. They both love to run the ball. Josh Jacobs has been fine this year, shaky a little bit. If he plays great, they win. If the Bears' run game works, I think they win. Yeah. Whoever's run game works better, I think, takes this game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the Bears have the better run game. I think it's going to have to be the Bears receivers and Jordan Love that win them this game. Because the secondary and the pass rush, the Bears defense as a whole, I don't think is good.
I agree. Yeah.
Oh, and fun one. The last win for both these teams were the Bears and the Packers.
Oh, that is fun. I get first pick at this one. I'm going to run for a second here. I think it's pretty clear where I'm going with my first pick on this, and that's Packers -1.5. I will be taking an alternate spread as well. But for the sake of this game, give me Packers -1.5. You guys make your picks and then get going with Jags Bills, and I'll be right back.
Brett, me or is it me?
It's you.
I got to be honest, I was shocked that the Bears weren't favored in this, so I have to take the +1.5. I thought being at home they'd get it. It's still a pick 'em, I know, but them getting that slight edge is weird to me. I think the Bears at home have to be good. They're both cold weather teams. This is going to be a fun game on a Saturday night.
I agree. I honestly think it's the game I'm looking for. Obviously, Carolina, but besides that, I think this is the game I'm looking forward to most by far. The thing is, like, let's just say Chicago didn't have a curse and didn't just have all this like bad juju hanging them over the other years.
Yeah,
I could see myself wanting the Bears in this game too. And it's not that I'm still a believer of that because Ben Johnson has changed the culture, but I still just think I don't know. It's just like the playoffs are so different. Like I could just see like a couple bad moments by Caleb that just kind of not cost him the game, but just put him in a harder spot to win it. And but again, you never know, and that's the beauty of this game, divisional.
Yeah,
I can't wait for this game.
You're right. I didn't even really think of experience because the Packers, a lot of that team they have been in the playoffs the last 2 years. Coach, quarterback, defense, I think it's kind of a toss-up between all of them. So it's a really hard game to pick. Obviously, that's why it's a pick 'em.
And I'll take the over of 45.5 for this game.
I like it.
Wonder if we'll see an under today.
If I'm forced to, I might have to.
Yeah. We'll move on to Buffalo, Jacksonville next. They play at 1:00 on Sunday. The current line on FanDuel is Buffalo -1.5 with an over 52.5. This game is in Jacksonville. What are your early thoughts on this game?
I'm a little bit worried for the Bills. I was pretty confident in them winning the Super Bowl 3 weeks ago. The Jags' run game is starting to look good. Trevor Lawrence all of a sudden looks good somehow. The Bills have a hard time stopping the rush, so that's not going to help. I still think the Bills are going to win this. It's going to take James Cook and Josh Allen playing really well, but if they do, they win this game.
Yeah. And I think this is the beauty of how strong the AFC is this year. Like, not how strong, like, there's no juggernauts, but there's all these teams that could go 50-50. Like, I think going into the playoffs, I was like, oh, yeah, this is the Bills' year. But then immediately I look at this matchup and I'm like, man, are the Bills going to get past Jacksonville? Like, I don't know. Like, in Jacksonville, the Jags are extremely hot. Liam Cohen obviously like seems to be the answer by a mile there. Like, didn't think that would be the play, but yeah, I don't know.
Why not the Jags?
Why not? Yeah, I mean,
why don't we just put the stupid tattoo thing to rest first week and the Jags, Trevor Lawrence. Matt, you said in the power rankings he'd be a top 3 quarterback if we looked at the last little bit. Why don't we put him 1 right now? I'm fine to put him 1.
I was gonna say, like, what's his playoff success, but I do know he's had one epic comeback.
Yeah, he went down early, but I can't. No, yeah, he did win.
I'll kill myself. Is that what you want?
Both of us just staring at Brett the whole time.
Fucking assholes.
I'll love Trevor Lawrence forever if he can get this done for me. Like, I'm a Jacksonville super fan this week, and I was thinking about how I was going to look at this game going into it. If I was going to, like, Josh Allen's obviously, like, he does superhuman stuff. He's a top 2 quarterback in the league. He's really awesome. Still that quarter cow beef, not that impressive, but I'll hang on that. Not
get over the present.
Actually, somebody told me somebody's like it was Wagyu. It was not just beef, it was Wagyu. Ooh. Someone told me that. I'm like, oh,
that's expensive.
Yeah, that gets a little pricier, but I knew that too. I was just hoping nobody would call me out on that. Wagyu is real expensive. No, yeah, it's like if I'm like actually looking at this game as a non-bias, I think Jacksonville has the better all-around team than Buffalo.
I agree.
And I think Josh Allen's better than Trevor Lawrence. I think that's certainly not a hot take. It's I
think the difference might be like what James Cook does in this game.
Yeah,
I know the Bills are have an extremely strong record when James Cook reaches whatever certain mark it is for rushing yards.
Yeah,
but that because we know, like, I don't know if I guess the receiving core in the Bills is capable of carrying this team. Like, obviously Josh Allen is a superstar, but that's because of his legs as well.
Yeah, tight ends maybe, but
yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I thought going into this playoff this year that, hey, this is the Bills' year, and it still could be the year for them. But man, week 1 or like first week of playoffs, like I don't know. Like, Jacksonville's they're hot. Like, they're hot. It might just be that thing of like, can they pull through in the big moment? Like,
yeah, I mean, gun to my head, I wouldn't bet against the Bills in this game. That's just
yes, I agree.
But I promise I'll be doing everything. If Jacksonville, if Liam Cohen, anybody called me up, I would do anything they need. Whatever I can do for you to help, I will do that. Like, it's like it was Denver and Buffalo last year. I remember first play, Bo Nix hit somebody deep, and the Broncos went up 7-0. Beautiful deep pass from Bo Nix in that one.
And then what?
Then they lost. They lost big. And I kind of, going into that game, I kind of knew. What?
Did they score any more points after that?
I can't remember exactly. Bills had a better defense that year, though.
They didn't.
It's I mean, I'm terrified for this game, but I'm a huge Jags fan. I guess that's just my legit take. By the way, do you think I really pissed Bears fans off with that last? Yeah. What was your?
I mean, the -10 might be, like a real punch to the dick, but.
What was your guys' picks for that? Just out of curiosity, I didn't hear them.
I took the opposite of you. Matt took the over, I think.
Yep.
Okay. No unders taken yet. So let's get to our picks. Let's get to our picks for this one. Brett has the first, and then Matt, and then me.
Yep.
Fuck. Can I trade this pick for the first pick next time?
No, sir.
Nope. Sorry. If Trey Lance would have got you more than 3 points, maybe.
Fair. Give me the Bills. Been on the Bills all year. They're playoff ready. They know what they're doing. They're going to win this game.
Buffalo -1.5.
Yep.
Boy. I might just no. There's going to be points in this game, isn't there? I was considering taking the under, but like I could see both these teams getting in the high 20s in this game. None of them are known for elite defense.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take over 51.5.
Yeah, damn. Yep. Really wanted that. Oh, I guess I'm Jacksonville +1.5. Let's go. Yeah, the under I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole in this game based off what you just said. Yeah, like I don't think Jacksonville's defense I think has played decent at times, but it's like this winning streak that they've been on. It's because Trevor Lawrence has been playing like MVP caliber football, and they've been putting up a shit ton of points. So, yeah, I expect fireworks in this game.
Go Bills.
Don't go
Bills.
No, I strongly disagree. Duval.
Oh, God. I wish he wasn't such a good coach, so that was funnier.
Yeah, I know. It would have been. He really set himself to be clowned on, but now he's possibly coach of the year.
Yeah, and the Bucks suck since he's left, so he's the guy.
Yeah, that's certainly. Holy shit! Do you guys hear my dryer going on? My dryer is the loudest ending sound of all time. Okay, good.
You're good.
All right, moving on. We have the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Eagles are -4.5 favorites in this game in Philadelphia. And the over-under is set at 44.5. This is our lowest over-under since we've been previewing this game, and that does make sense based off the Eagles games we've seen. Is this going to be a game where the Eagles, Brett, I think you said it 2 weeks ago when they were playing the Bills and they won 13-12. The Eagles do a great job of bringing teams down to their level, which down to their level might be like a rude thing to say to the reigning Super Bowl champions, but down to their level of offense and down to just the style of football they play right now. But then, you look back at their playoff run last year, they were scoring with points. So like they crushed the Chiefs. They got a shit ton of points in that game. But this year it's just been ugly offense all around. Saquon Barkley never really got going. I think he still had over 1,000 rushing and had some decent games, but he was never Saquon of last year. AJ Brown, obviously, it was a roller coaster season for him. It ended well. Devontae Smith, kind of same thing. 49ers, they just kept coming off getting 3 points against the Seahawks. What are they going to look like? Brock Purdy has been there, done that, as we talked about before. This is another game. To me, it feels like it's the Eagles' game to lose, and they are 4.5-point favorites. But I think it's like, can Saquon show up? I think that can be a big question on if the Eagles are going to win this game, or like, does Lane Johnson coming back make that much of a difference?
I think that's exactly the key. That was the only thing I was going to bring up for the Eagles. Lane Johnson changes that offense. Saquon gets going, which means Jalen has time, especially when they do like the pass run option shit. So we'll see. The Niners are going to have to play defense for a half because the Eagles play offense for a half. The Niners are just going to have to figure out what half that is, unfortunately, because they either start hot or they end hot. They never play a full game. It's the playoffs. They are healthy. I'm a little bit worried, but like the Niners are hot. So,
yeah. Matt?
Man, yeah, it's again, all these spreads are so close. I think the biggest I want to say the 49ers so bad. I think the thing that worries me most though is the Brock Purdy interceptions. Those have been kind of frequent over the last month. I know they've still been getting wins, but the games that we've seen the Eagles play over the last few weeks when they've been getting these wins and just some low-scoring games. Defense has been playing well. I don't know, like 2 weeks ago there when they played the Bills, you thought that – I guess the weather was a factor in that too, but if it's a low-scoring game, 100% the Eagles, 100%. If it's a high-scoring game, 49ers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I honestly think it'll come down to the 49ers and whether the turnovers for them, like whether they can, if they win the turnover battle, I think that'll be the difference maker in that game. But I don't know. I've thought about this game a lot because I hate the Eagles. Like I want the 49ers to win so bad. But I don't know. I think if, I had to choose, I guess I'm going Philly. Like just because of Saquon has a good game and, if they can't really get the pass game going with Brock Purdy, like again, McCaffrey, an unbelievable player, but he might not be enough if they can't really get the ball down the field through the air. So
yeah, I got to take.
Tough. I love this game though. Love this game.
I got to take. I think it's I think you're going to see like 75 rush yards from Jalen Hurts in this game.
Yeah.
Which would help them win quite a bit.
Yeah. In the regular season, he didn't really he seemed hesitant at times. Like a few of those games when they were kind of like the fan base was really down on them and it felt like they really needed to win. I feel like you saw Jalen Hurts take off and run a little bit, but then other games he didn't seem too interested. And maybe that's just like a smart Super Bowl winning quarterback that doesn't really need to, like Mahomes when he was going on his run, he didn't really, like when he was winning Super Bowls, he didn't rush that much in the regular season. He gets to playoffs, all of a sudden he's running around like crazy. I think it's a big rushing game from Jalen Hurts in this one.
It's a great point with Mahomes because you're right. He wouldn't do it for 6 months of the year, and then all of a sudden he's rushing every 3rd and 10.
Yeah. That
would be the key for the Eagles. You're right.
Let's start. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nope, you go.
No, I'll start out with my pick.
That's what I was going to say. Nope, that was it.
I'm going to take our first under 45.5.
Yeah. That is where I was. I'm up, I believe. Yes, that is where I was going to go. So
time's
called.
Congrats to Team Sweden on winning the World Juniors.
Wow.
Just happened.
Yeah, congrats, I guess.
Yeah,
congrats. I would have liked to see Czechia win it.
I like the Swedes, but I didn't care.
Olympics are all that matter.
Yes.
Did we win for February 12th?
Did we
won the bronze?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Congrats.
Yeah, it aired at like 4:00 or something, but
yeah, no, I didn't even know what was on today. Yeah.
Gerb's your pick.
I really, if this was like, I wish this spread was -2.5 for the Eagles. I kind of think, oh man, I'm scared to take both spreads.
Tick, 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 tick.
Give me the over. I wanted the under. I've been bad at betting this year, so give me the over. 44.5. I hate both spreads.
Whoa,
Brett, what do you love?
45.5. We got to have the same line here.
44.5.
You said FanDuel.
44.5.
On FanDuel, it's 45.5. I thought you said that's what we were going off of.
I'm on FanDuel. I'm on FanDuel right now. It says 44.5.
Well, I'm on our app that we're not allowed to say, and it says 45.5.
I'm on FanDuel.
So FanDuel. Well, there could be controversy.
Well, I mean, I'm on.
Then I gotta. All right, 44.5.
Yeah, I'm on FanDuel. FanDuel should pay us.
I'm on the app that has FanDuel lines.
I'm on FanDuel, like the app.
Brett, it's your pick.
This is my favorite pick of the entire thing. It's the Niners plus 4.5. I guarantee you they stay within that, and I'm not kidding. I'm betting the money line.
Love it.
I was trying to play coy this whole time. The Niners are winning this game. Brock Purdy's better. Their offense is better. With Trent Williams back, they'll be able to run the ball with McCaffrey. Their defense is worrying, but the Eagles never play a full game, so I don't think it's going to matter. plus 4.5. Bet it. I promise you.
Can we parlay that with over 50 rushing yards from Jalen Hurts? That might be a play.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think they can still win.
Ooh, a little Sunday fun day parlay right now for the people. Niners money line. Hurts over 50 rushing. Matt,
money line or the spread.
Oh yeah, or the spread. Let's go Niners spread.
Yeah, go Niners spread. Safer.
And Hurts over 50 rushing makes this juicy.
Do you have it? I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I got it right now. Matt, do you have a pick? Give us a play from that game.
I already gave it. We're on to the next
say?
one. I have the under.
No, so I guess we're taking the. Well, I want the over, so we're not for our bet.
Well, I'm not ready to just throw something out there.
McCaffrey touchdown.
It's plus 120.
Can we relax? It's Monday. Can we just take some time and get through this podcast first?
Okay, Brett, I'm willing to put Hurts over 50 rushing and 49ers plus 4.5. I love it. I'll place that tonight. I'll place that right now.
I will join you.
Okay.
It hit.
Let's go. Yeah, okay. Matt, let's try to ruin our fun. We're just trying to place a little bet. We're trying to make some money. I hope you don't bet that now, and I hope we win.
Trying to go to bed at a reasonable time. It's 11 o'clock.
Okay, we'll get done. I'm just gonna I'm gonna read my top 5 out real quick. No discussion needs to be said on it, but I just want to read it out. And top 5 of the week is playoff quarterbacks I trust to win a game.
Oof.
Matthew Stafford.
There'll be no discussion after this.
Matthew Stafford 1. Josh Allen 2. Jalen Hurts 3. Brock Purdy 4. Jordan Love 5. All right.
Wow.
Ugh. Jordan Love. Oof.
I mean, it was after those top 3, it was a absolute crapshoot to pick a quarterback out of. I mean, your guy's good, Brett, but I need to see him prove it. Matt, your guy's not quite there yet. CJ Stroud not there. Aaron Rodgers old. Trevor Lawrence, I don't know.
CJ Stroud's won 2 playoff games.
What?
CJ Stroud has won 2 playoff games.
Yeah,
not good.
He's first on the honorable mentions, but we don't need to discuss.
All right, you're right.
Bryce Young is on my honorable mentions, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
There's only so many quarterbacks. Of course he is.
Aaron Rodgers was not on the honorable mentions. Los Angeles Chargers at the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are -3.5 favorites. The over-under is 46.5 on FanDuel. Matt, I'm on the app still. 46.5 is that over-under. Patriots favored at home. They are the 2 seed. Nobody really expected this kind of season from the Patriots. I know I sure didn't. I thought we had a couple more seasons to laugh at them. Turns out they won a lot of games. Didn't beat a lot of over 500 teams, but here they are, hosting game in Foxborough. Brett, I think you have flashbacks of Patriots hosting a playoff game in Foxborough. Different quarterbacks, different era, but we're back. You believe? I believe. I'm cheering. I'm on the Herbert train this week. We're getting that.
Bolt up, baby.
All this sounds sarcastic, and I hate it,
dude. You don't think I'm cheering for the Chargers this week?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I mean, flashbacks for sure. They beat the shit out of Phillip at least 3 times while I was watching football. It's a different team. It's a different coach. Unfortunately, their coach is great. Third downs will be huge. Like Quentin Johnston and Keenan Allen will play great. Omari and Hampton has to be able to run the ball. The lack of the pass rush by them is a big positive. They have very little interceptions. I'm trying to just find anything. Like they're a pretty solid team with a great coach, and I'm a little bit worried. That being said,
inexperienced,
and I think Drake May might be stupid, dumb, or concussed.
Maybe a turnover.
He said this week he's never met Herbert. Herbert beat him 40-7 last year. So either he's a dick or he's dumb or concussed, I guess. And his
both.
he shouldn't be the MVP. I just want to hammer that home. He's not the MVP. He played a cupcake schedule. Anyone would have done well in that situation with that coach. He played like shit last year, and then what changed? Coach changed. So my biggest worry is Rabel, because I watched him beat Bill Belichick by outsmarting him in the playoffs with the Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
Now we have a good coach. We have a great quarterback. I think defenses goes to us in that situation. O-line goes to them, whatever. We need to fucking beat them. I'm watching this game with my older brother. It's going to be hell if we lose.
You are watching with them.
I am. Yeah,
Wow.
right where I'm sitting.
A Sunday night too. Like Monday has, like, it could be a great Monday or it could be like depressional Monday.
I'm not kidding. I might not be on the podcast next week.
I texted. Oh yeah, you're on. I still think back to your speech from last year. I won't mention some of the things you said, but I texted Derek for comment on this game. He had replied to me when I asked him if this was still his number. But then when I asked him for comment, he didn't reply. So do you think that could be a scared boy?
Yeah, it's either nervous or he got drunk that night and didn't respond to you.
No, that was tonight. That was tonight.
He could very well be coach, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
He is such a fucking cocky dick bag. I'm so tired of Patriots fans, and they have every right to be, but it sucks. It sucks talking to them.
You know those baby earmuffs?
Yeah,
might be something to look into for this Sunday.
I might knock my brother out if we lose.
Yeah.
The only other thing I want to say is Mike Rabel supports domestic violence, which is interesting.
No.
He was asked for comment. Yeah, I'll read you his comment right here. He was asked, "Are you disappointed that 2 players within almost 24 hours? Are you disappointed at all that they both got charges against them?" No, I'm not disappointed at all. I mean, what does that? He supports domestic violence.
I'm gonna have to look more into that before I.
They have more domestic violence charges than wins over 500 this year. Fuck the Patriots forever.
Was Diggs' private chef a male or female?
It was a woman.
It was what?
A woman.
Okay, yep.
Him and Cardi B have the same charges.
The other guy beat the shit out of a woman too. Yeah, and tack Cardi B on there. Great. 3.
What did Cardi do?
She also beat up a woman.
When did that come out?
I think that happened years ago.
Okay. It's true.
Not something
drug people.
Not something to laugh about.
No, it's not. But they're bad people.
Bad people. Hey, I mean, I've never liked Diggs his whole career, so I can get behind that. I don't know that Vrabel. I don't know that I'm going to be agreeing that Vrabel.
Hey Brady, are you disappointed at all that there's 2 domestic violence charges on the Patriots? Answer the question.
Yes, absolutely.
You're disappointed. You see how easy that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rabel could have just said that.
Yeah, he should have.
He said not disappointed at all. At all, he said.
Yeah, I mean, that's a horrible look. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have said that.
Job might be on the line.
I mean, and both those criminals are going to be playing, which is great. Good job,
that's
NFL.
Crazy. That is crazy. The NFL should probably figure that shit out.
I mean, to protect us as a podcast, it's all alleged so far.
We can't.
I don't like Cardi B.
Yeah, I don't know where the Cardi B would. That was a few years ago. She beat up a woman, so that's just called a fight or what?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I don't think it was like maybe I'm not even going to speak on it. I have no idea what happened.
Just let it be known that the entire organization is criminals and cheaters.
Allegedly.
They're the new Chiefs.
No. They're definitely cheaters.
With no
They're
Super Bowls, hopefully.
Yes.
Allegedly. Who has first pick for this game?
You.
I do. Under. I think this game could get ugly. Could be a low-scoring game.
Yep.
Chargers win it late. Wait with a field goal, and Dicker the kicker. Please.
Oh God. Jesus
Dicker
Christ.
Wins it with a late field goal to put him up 20-17 game. 46.5, Matt. Under.
Yep. Brett?
I think that was the right pick, but give me my boys plus 3.5. The half point's disrespectful.
Ooh.
Boy, so I'm either the over or the Patriots. Oh,
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Wow.
go with the over.
Thank you.
He thought about it. He thought about it. Matt, so that means you kind of think the Patriots are going to win.
Why?
Well,
That's what that pause felt like.
It's literally picking two different deaths. Like I don't like either of them.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point then.
Fair.
Picking two different ways to die. Which one will I choose? All right. Houston Texans traveling to Pittsburgh. By the way, before we get to this last game, I think the schedule makers for this week's playoff schedule really screwed it up. I think having this as the last game on, I guess it's Monday, Monday night, Texans at Steelers. I think that's a brutal standalone. Or I mean, they're all standalone, but that's just not how I want to finish my first round of playoffs.
I think you could even say that about our game. Like I think the Niners Eagles might be better than our game.
No, not the Niners Eagles, but the Patriots were always going to be one of those night games. I think.
Yeah, that's true. But that's the same for the Steelers. You have so many fans watching that game.
Yeah, but the Steelers, screw the fans. Packers, Bears. I thought should have been either Sunday night or Monday night. I would have preferred it at least. Anyways, Matt with the big yawn, so we got to keep moving here. Sorry, Matt. Texans at Steelers. Steelers obviously sneaking. Oh, we never actually talked about the Steelers Ravens game either. That was a miss on my part.
Oh.
I mean, we're here
whatever.
Now. That was insane ending. Just quickly though, like that for that to be the way the Ravens season ended. I actually took a screenshot for that game. Sorry, Matt. With 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Ravens were winning 13-10. With 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Steelers were winning 13-10 with 8 minutes left. With 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Ravens 17, Steelers 13. 2 minutes and 23 seconds, Pittsburgh 20, Ravens 17. 55 seconds, Ravens 24, Steelers 20. And then this is screwed up. But then right after that, Steelers 26, Ravens 24. It was
unbelievable.
Insane.
I mean, that was a perfect recap. The game sucked until the fourth quarter, and then it might have been the game of the year.
Yeah, and the guy falls down on the Ravens, and Aaron Rodgers throws the perfect throw. He looks like he's having so much fun right now.
Yeah,
he does.
And Lamar Jackson.
Majestic Sunday night with the World Juniors in that game going on at the same time.
Yeah, I think both you guys had the two TV set up. I was just on one and flipping back and forth. Tough one to be flipping back and forth for, especially when stuff was going in the group chat. Like at one point, Matt said, unfortunately that was nasty, and that was right after Lamar's throw. I'm like, trying to figure out why Matt doesn't want the Ravens to win. I thought Matt wanted the Ravens to win, and then I quick flip back, and there's the highlight of that Czech guy going bar down, coming in, and that's what he was talking about. So it was just a wild Sunday night for sports. Seeing both those games back and forth, and then just a gut wrencher for Tyler Loop missing that kick. He's been pretty solid this year. He was drafted. He's a rookie kicker. And Lamar probably played his best, maybe not full game, but best quarter of the year in that fourth quarter. Those deep passes and evading that sack from Watt, and then hitting that was incredible. Maybe he's a Dolphin next year though. Insane.
Just throw that in there.
Just toss that in there. Houston Texans at Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers at home are 3.5-point underdogs against the Texans. The over-under is 39.5 for that. I think Matt in our group chat last night set the line at 20.5. So you should love this under. by this line. So yeah, this is not a game I'm necessarily excited to watch. The Texans have as far as defense goes, they probably have the most exciting defense to watch, just the way they hit. We've talked about that this year. Their offense doesn't excite me. I don't like their running back situation at all. By the way, did you guys see Joe Mixon? What might have happened to him? It finally, the first time I ever heard something. No. Again, AI is a thing, but this was like a podcast with guys talking about. And I hope I'm not off on this, but he might have accidentally shot himself in the foot.
What?
Jeez.
And he might have done it in a state where guns weren't allowed. That's why the Texans are keeping it undercover. But it was an accidental shot to his own foot, and might be some. Like, I saw one clip of a guy talking about this, and I haven't heard anything more. But that's what I saw.
Hey, last time this happened, I think the Giants won a Super Bowl. Plaxico Burress shot himself in a strip club.
was JPP? Did he lose his fingers from the fireworks that same year?
No, that was years after.
So hope you're doing okay, Joe Mixon. If that is, again, I don't claim to report truthful facts all the time. Our last 10 minutes, we might have reported a few things that might not be truthful. So take it with a grain of salt. But that is one clip I saw about Joe Mixon. But what I was getting, their running game is not exciting. I think that can be what kills the Texans in this playoff run at some point. I think they'll win this game though. With wide receivers, they have Nico Collins and that Jaden Higgins. I think is awesome too. I just think the Steelers, it's like a bit of a high. Like they pretty much won a playoff game just this past week. I think it's high, and then it's just going to I think it might look ugly, and I see a low scoring win from the Texans on this. That's my take.
Yeah, I have a hard time seeing Steelers getting over, well, I don't know, the 15-point threshold, and I also don't think the Texans are going to put up that many either, but definitely agree. I think the Texans will win this game. It's almost impossible to imagine with how weird the Steelers' offense is that they can put up a decent number or big enough to win against what might be the best defense in the league.
Mm-hmm. I got a bit of a hot take.
Oh,
I think the Texans defense could win them a Super Bowl. I think this is a coin flip game a little bit. I think the Steelers could actually pull this off.
Really?
Between the Texans being, I think they have one of the worst percentages of touchdowns in the red zone. So it's going to be an ugly game, which is what the Steelers play. Steelers defense is good.
Yes,
the players are good. They're not good. They're not playing well, but they have
Jalen Ramsey is not good.
The offense for the Texans might not do much either.
Right. Like Riley Leonard got him last week.
That's true.
Who's to say Aaron Rodgers can't just throw a bomb on them? And then the cherry on top, the last 23 games the Steelers have played on Monday night, 23-0.
Oh.
23-0.
23-0.
At home too. Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't think I still the Texans are the better team.
Yeah, they are.
Defense
for sure.
They are. It's not a coin flip, but if their defense slips up 3 times in this game, I'm not sure the Texans can score.
And the beauty of it is all these games we've talked about this weekend, like there will be upsets, that's part of the way it works. So you never know.
Keep pounding.
I agree though.
Home underdogs.
I'm taking the Texans, but I don't think it's like crazy thought to think the Steelers win. I just think it's an extraordinary low scoring game if they do, I think.
Yeah. Who has first pick here?
Brett does.
All that being said, give me the under. 39.5.
We're all fighting for that. By the way, Jalen Ramsey would have been talked about a lot in the media if Tyler Loop didn't miss that kick, because that last catch, if you watch that close, Isaiah Likely, that idiot Ramsey goes for the interception. All he had to do was put his in.
I think there'd be more than that. The Zay Flowers one. He just let Zay Flowers run past his shoulder.
Yeah, they said, I saw one clip, everybody was in man-to-man except Ramsey.
Yeah, he was just standing in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and Zay Flowers, whoop, touchdown. So, yeah, that's, good riddance, Jalen. Am I up, Matt?
No, I'm up.
Good. I don't want.
Yeah, I don't want to take anything.
Yeah,
I want the under. I liked. Yeah. I don't know. With that being said, if this game was in Houston, I'd be taking the Houston spread. Because it's in Pittsburgh, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't think they win, but it could be one of those, it comes down to the final play, maybe the field goal. So I'll take the Steelers plus 3.5, but won't be betting that personally, I don't think.
The over and the Texans, I hate them both, but I'll just the 23-0 thing that's give me.
I got you guys with that.
That kind of sold me with the spread too.
I think the Steelers are going to win this game now.
Oh, I looked up their record on ChatGPT, and it was like crazy. There was like 60-30 all time. I said, "What about the last 30?" And I got it down all the way to 23. 23-0.
Give me the over. I'm scared of the Texans now. Give me the over. 39.5.
Texans are going to win by 45.
Well, if they do, then I got the over.
Yeah, the defense might score more points than what the Steelers offense will.
All right. Well, that was a fun episode. Over 2 hours. If you're, I know there's people that like the long episodes. I know you guys think that's crazy that people listen to hear us talk, and I believe I'm with you that it is crazy. But the small fan base that we got is very loyal, and people love the episodes. So thank you everybody so much for listening. We'll be with you all playoffs and an episode after the Super Bowl, and then we'll see from there. But here we go. Keep pounding. Hopefully, let's hope keep this podcast alive. One of you, both of you, Jesse.
I hope so.
Jesse's not doing it. God. Bears don't stand a damn chance.
Keep pounding.
Hold up,
Jesse.
Fuck, drink me.
Jordan Brooks led the NFL in tackles.
Bryce Young leads the league in game-winning drive since 2023. Protect